Hi, I hope you're all good. Being broken leads to wholeness because the process of brokenness has to happen, and then later this product of wholeness comes. I don't know if most of you have lived with your elderly parents or elderly grandparents. They're already elderly, so but anybody who is at a certain age, they were used to be at their prime age, vital, strong, but now they're old and they cannot do certain tasks, or they have certain ailments, so maybe their eyesight is not really well, or knee injuries, and then they need crutches or walking stick or this walking aid. And I remember from my late dad and my late mother-in-law, every time they were asked to take a walking stick so that they don't put pressure on weight on one leg, or take glasses, or rest, they always like, like, do you think I'm a child, or do you think I cannot do this? Remember when I used to do this and this and this? They always try to remind you of their prime time, because you giving them aid or trying to give them glasses or crutches means that they're not able to do the things they did well before, and they kind of feel disabled or not up to the tasks, like their body is not functioning very well. So sometimes it comes as a complex, they feel down because of this, and most of them really struggle with this. And I've also heard about people who kind of generalize religion, and thank God that his relationship with us, it's not religion, it's a relationship. I don't even want to go into what religion is, but we have a relationship with Christ. It's not religion. But most people say that Christianity, going to Jesus or going to religion or seeking God is like it's like a fix. It's like you want a fix, so you go to him when you need a fix. But it's not like that. And I know sometimes even us as Christians, we miss it because it's a daily relationship, whether I'm asking him for help today or whether I'm in his presence to worship him today. That is how it's supposed to be, and not only me coming rushing when I'm in need. And most of the time as Christians, we also see God as a fix. Or like a genie, the bottle, so you come and rub him so that he can give you whatever you need. But it's not like that. It's a communication with him, a relationship, a two-way relationship. He delights in our presence. He wants to inhabit in our praises as we worship him, and then he invites us in his presence as well. So Jesus is not a temporary fix. In fact, he's everything we need for a whole life, for a life that is fulfilled, a life that is filled with completeness. He's everything we need, so he cannot be a temporary fix. It doesn't make sense. And him giving us wholeness means that he takes away the brokenness in us and makes it whole, but he doesn't really, so the old is gone. I want us to get this. The old is gone, the new has come, but there's still tidbits of the old, because the story cannot be wiped fully. And I know this might be confusing. So when we come to Christ, everything is forgiven, everything is washed away. So there's nothing that is tainted, and that's why he says there's no condemnation, because he doesn't say, remember that time? No, it's gone. But as you testify of your story, as you tell it as it is, as you run with it to testify, there's spots not in terms of sin or dirt or being unclean, but just spots that make the story unique to you. And I'll explain this more, because the scars are still there. It's like him when he was crucified and he showed himself to the disciples. He was made new, right? New body, but the scars were there to remind, and to actually for us to see, so that when he's being revealed to us, the doubting Thomases, we can see. So even us, when we are made new, though the scars are there, then they're there to remind us of the victory that we have had with Christ. So he comes to give us newness, so that we have glory, new glory, and we have eternity that shines through the scars that we had from before. Because when he mends us, the scars are there so that his love and his glory can shine through the scars. So we give him the broken heart, we give him the scars, we give him the ashes, and in exchange, he gives us his beauty. So he cannot be the temporary fix. He came to fix the temporary, you know. He came to fix the temporary, those seasons of pain, those seasons of tragedies, and all those seasons. He came to fix them. And we see that in 2 Corinthians 4:16-18, where we're told not to fix our eyes on the things that are seen, because those are temporary. The things we see, the pain, the sickness, the depression, the hunger, the loneliness, those are temporary, and he came to fix this. So actually, the work that he does is permanent, because he transforms us and makes us anew in Christ. So let us not be afraid of his fix, you know, because it changes us inside to the outside. You know, his love really mends us from within, so that that reflection is able to be seen outside. And that's why when we judge people from the outside and the inside it's not good, it's a waste of time, because it's the other way around. It needs to be from inward and then outward, so that it's seen, you know, so that the glory can be seen and the others might praise our Father in heaven. And yeah, so that's 2 Corinthians, which I just said. I wanted to read it, but I won't read it, because what is seen, what is unseen is eternal. So what he fixes is eternal and not the temporary things that we see. And I just remembered when I was preparing for this, my friend Christina, this time I had posted about, yeah, what I was going through and the emotions around it and my brokenness, you know, the brokenness that I felt. And she told me about this Japanese, I'd never heard of this, the Japanese art of mending broken ceramics, mending broken pottery. And I'm going to try to pronounce this, but I don't know. I should have listened to the pronunciation first. Kenzugi. And it's the art of repairing broken pottery. And ken means golden, and sugi means repair. So it's golden repair. And they use precious metal. So when a glass breaks, or anything that you have that is glass or vase or ceramic, when it breaks and it shatters in pieces, the first thing you're like, first of all, the glasses are gonna cut you, because how do you start touching them? So our first reaction is like, okay, sweep it up, pour it, throw it in the recycling or whatever, in the bin, so nobody cuts himself. But in this Japanese tradition, or this art or technique, they pick up the pieces, put it ready, and they use precious metal, so like liquid gold, liquid silver, which is dusted with powdered gold, to bring together the pieces of the broken pottery item, and also to enhance the breaks. So they take the pieces, they put it, and that place where they join, the piece is supposed to join to the other broken piece, they pour the golden liquid. So then when it sticks together, you have this golden line run in random lines, and kind of makes an art out of it, because when the glass shatters, it kind of shatters in all manner of ways. So when the liquid gold is put to join, it follows all the lines of the shatter, and what you have is a beautiful piece. And because every glass always breaks in its own unique way, every end product is very unique. So you see, the glass is mended, right? The pottery item is mended, but it still has the scars, and those scars is what is going to carry the next story. Because when you see that pottery on a table or in a museum or wherever, you see how beautiful it is, and then you see its scars, you know, And the beauty that you see is always from the scars, because you see the golden line and you know, ah, this item has a story. And that's the same with us. You know, we've been mended. The scars are still there. It's like wearing this iPod, and then so you're walking around with it and you're introducing yourself to people, saying hi, but they are kind of really just fixed on this I because they want to hear what happened, you know. So you say your name, oh, my name is Nelly, don't worry about this thing, this happened and this, you know, because that's the scar that you have, and it's always like a center of attraction. It stands out. So our story stands out, you know. So the concept of is to give a new lease of life to this pottery by repairing the broken pieces. And the new pieces, so the new item that is made is always more refined because of its scars, because it's unique. So this concept of Kenzugi, it reminds us that we should not hide objects that have been broken before, but we should proudly show them off. Because in the end, those scars become the center of attention. And those scars, it's not just us, it's because those scars have been mixed with the story of Christ. You know, it's like Christ is the liquid gold and we are the broken glasses. So it's not just the broken scars on their own, because the broken glasses on their own, because yeah, what does that add? But then with the gold around it, then we have this strong testimony to share. So the scars are not there for us to dwell in it. Oh, like, yeah, during that time I passed through this and this and this, oh, and this and this is this. No, but they're there to define your story. You know, they're there to add to the story and to your testimony and to your breakthrough, knowing that the old is gone and the new is here. So someone with an aid, you know, with glasses or with this eye that is closed, the new is here, and that new might not look the same as before, but it's the new because Christ is in it. You can't hide it. It stands out, and then the story comes after. So all pieces that have been fixed, they all carry unique elements and different stories because of their unique cracks. So we all have different cracks because we break differently, but what matters is we've been mended. The liquid gold has been poured into us, and we're gonna be made new. So we had to be broken to be made new. I hope you cherish your scars. Maybe some of you, the liquid gold has already been poured into the lines where the glass broke. Some of you might be still waiting for that to happen. But in the moments, I just want to encourage you, and I pray that you find the strength, that God strengthens you to pick up the broken pieces. You pick up the broken pieces so that when it's time to pour out the liquid gold through the lines to form this beautiful pottery, I hope that your heart will be ready. I encourage you to Google Kintsugi like I did, and yeah, I hope it encourages you and blesses your heart as it did mine 2 years ago when I was told about this. God bless you. Have a good day. Bye-bye.